All right, guys. It's hasn't been that long since I've done a Q&A. As you guys know, I just started this channel, so I did kind of like a get to know me. It was originally supposed to be 30 questions, and I didn't realize there was like a bonus. It ended up being like 60 questions. This one definitely will not be that long. I've just been seeing a lot of people doing this quarantine tag Q&A. So I thought I would just do that for today. I've been trying to do like one a day. I do have like tons of ideas, at least for the next like week of videos. So at least that'll give me something to do. So, but the other things are more active. Like I have a try on haul I have to do and a few other ones. This one's just easy because it's just me talking to the camera. Just one of those days where I don't feel like doing much. Like I told you, with this quarantine, some days my productivity is at a level 10 and some days it's at a 0. Today is one of those where I'm like at a 2. So anyway, the first question is best binge-worthy series. Right now, I'm watching Jane the Virgin. Before Jane the Virgin, I was watching Love is Blind. I know a lot of people watch that. So I'm sure you guys have probably all seen it. If not, if you're into reality, I'm not a huge reality person, but that's actually one I like. Next on my list is actually Married at First Sight, which is reality. But there is not a lot of reality TV shows I watch, so for me to watch it, I must really like it. So we'll see how I feel about Married at First Sight, but I know a lot of people love it. I don't watch like those Housewives. I don't watch the Kardashians. I'm just not a big reality TV person. But so right now I'm watching Jane the Virgin. Overall, best binge-worthy series, love Bates Motel. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. I watched it originally when I was TV from week to week. I've said this in my Get to Know Me. I love Gracie and Frankie. I love Atypical. Atypical's about a boy who wants to start dating who's autistic. Very, very well done. Very good. I work with autistic kids, so, it just hit home. And Gracie and Frankie is amazing. It's about two women who are in their 70s and just got dropped the bomb that both their husbands are gay and they have to completely start over their lives. It's with James Fonda, who is very famous. Did I say Jane? I think I said James. But anyway, the other woman, is it Lily Taylor? I know she's very famous too. My mom was like, "Oh my God, she's in this," and I didn't know who she was, but I think she was in 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton, from what my mom said. And one of the husbands, is Martin Sheen. My mom was shocked that she saw him playing gay. I'm sure I could think of some other shows. It's not coming to me right now. I used to love Orange is the New Black, but it fizzled out towards the end. But those are definitely the ones that come to mind when I think about binge-worthy. Have you kept a routine or do you have no schedule? I really don't have a schedule, to be honest with you. I've kind of just going to bed when I'm sleepy, waking up when I wake up. So a lot of times I've been eating breakfast and it's like technically lunch. Like right now it's 3 minutes to 12 and I just finished my breakfast. What I've been eating is kind of routine, like at least every morning, because before I used to just have like a yogurt and hit the road. So now that I'm actually like have time, it's been nice to like make a decent breakfast. So almost every day I've just been having eggs, bacon, on a bagel with an avocado spread, or I've been doing avocado toast with boiled eggs and everything but the bagel seasoning. But other than that, like I said, it depends on my days. There's some days where I'm being super productive and I'm cleansing and organizing. There's some days where I'm working from home. I'm only approved for 5 hours a week. So I can do an hour a day, Monday through Friday, or I can do one day, knock it out all at once. So it's not something where I have to kind of plan it out because it's so little hours. It doesn't take up much time, and almost an hour every week is just Zoom meetings. So I really only have to do the other 4 hours. Basically I've just been kind of planning things around the Zoom meeting. I always make sure I'm available for that. And other than that, it's mostly just been going grocery shopping on the weekend with my boyfriend and watching TV. And like I said, when I'm in my productive moods, I'm productive. And then he gets home between 5:30 most days, and then we have dinner together, and then we usually either watch a movie together or he'll watch Jane the Virgin with me and go to bed. So I guess that's like semi-routine, semi-not. I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about the whole homeschooling thing. I think if I had kids, I'd probably be in a better routine because I wouldn't want to knock them out of their routine. Right now, I'm very glad I don't have to deal with that. I've been having a hard time with this, like just functioning myself, so I couldn't imagine having to deal with this and entertain 2 children. So I'm thankful for that. Props to you guys doing homeschooling, or even if it's not and they're like toddlers, but like having to take care of yourself and take care of them at the, at the same time. I know right now mental health is really important, and I've been struggling, and it's just me. So I can't imagine having to focus on someone else. Favorite movie you've watched? I don't really have a favorite. There's so many movies I love. I guess I'll go with the movies that I can literally rewatch over and over again. I think a lot. This question was also in my get to know me, but I love Reese Witherspoon. But the funny thing is, like, I feel like when most people say Reese Witherspoon, they automatically think of Legally Blonde. My favorite movie with Reese Witherspoon is Sweet Home Alabama, which my boyfriend's actually never seen. I have to see if it's on Netflix. I'm dying for him to watch it. I just found out this recently because me and him were talking about it. And I also love Just Like Heaven. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, with Mark Ruffalo, and she's like a spirit the whole time in the movie. So good. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I can watch over and over again. Wedding Planner, Made in Manhattan, I can watch over and over again. A Walk to Remember. So yes, I'm definitely very sappy. You can tell by my choice of movies. Let's see what else. Oh, All the Boys You've Loved Before, for like a Netflix movie. So good. What Happened to Monday? It's more sci-fi. I haven't watched it multiple times, but that movie, like, it like hit me. I was like, wow. It's just crazy to think of like a dystopian future like that. It's kind of scary what we're going through right now. What else? Do you get outside daily? Not really. There is a walking trail near my house. So there has been days where I'll put on my sneakers and put on some workout pants and go. Usually I save that for when it's absolutely necessary, when my mental health is really low and I just need to get out of the house. I'm trying not to leave the house. If I had my own backyard, I probably would be going outside every day, but I don't have my own backyard. It is an apartment. So, and there are tenants below me that have kids, and I just want to make sure everyone's safe. We just moved here recently, so I'm not even sure if I have access to the backyard. It's not something we asked. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff back there. So I don't even think it's worth me going to the backyard. It wouldn't be like me being able to lay out or like enjoy myself really. The only thing I could probably do is sit on the porch. There are some chairs on the porch. In my old house and my parents' house, I used to love doing that because the porch faced the street. So my parents' house, they actually have a leather futon, and the house after my parents, where I live with roommates, had like rocking chairs, and it was really nice to just have a nice view of the street, and you would see people driving by or riding their bikes or walking, and I would read a book. But with this one, the porch is on the side, so you're literally just seeing the house in front of you. So I just don't enjoy it as much. You don't get like a good breeze, and you don't see anybody. So I'd much rather be in my apartment. It's a beautiful, beautiful view. I'm on a really high foundationed house, and I live on the 3rd floor, so I can literally see like the whole city. But other than that walking trail, when I absolutely have to, I've kind of just been staying home. That's what else. Number 5. There's 15 questions too, by the way. Favorite phone app during this time. So I actually just reactivated my Facebook. It was deactivated since the month of November, and last year I deactivated it for almost the whole year. So I've definitely been taking advantage of that. That's kind of why I reactivated it. I was just so bored and feeling disconnected with people, and it's been kind of nice reactivating it. I just get scared because I know there's a lot of drama on Facebook. That's why I deactivated it. But so far, I haven't been seeing that. Thankfully, I've been seeing people come together, which is great. I've also been using YouTube a ton, watching tons of content, catching up with my favorite YouTubers, doing my own YouTube, and Snapchat. I enjoy Snapchat. I've been doing lots of snaps of my cute new kitty. And I'll go on Instagram here and there. It's not the one I use the most, because I'm not a big picture taker. As you guys saw in my first 3 videos, you don't even see my face. Not that you can take selfies. I have been taking pictures of my meals because I do enjoy cooking, and so I like to just post like what I'm making. Maybe I'll start doing some cooking videos. We'll see. What is next? Number 6, new favorite meal you've made. I definitely wanted to go out of my comfort zone and make something really different. So I made Korean beef stir fry. I wouldn't say it was my favorite. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I definitely enjoyed it. I have a few absolute staples, and they're my boyfriend's favorite too, so it's nice because we both enjoy it. Is honey garlic chicken which I got recipe from Pinterest, and I usually do it over white rice. So good with either veggie on the side, usually broccoli or green beans or, you know, something like that. The other one is taco spaghetti. You can also find it on Pinterest. My boyfriend loves Mexican flavors. He is half Mexican. Not a big fan of like regular Italian spaghetti. I don't know why, because I love pasta sauce, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's like I've just eaten it my whole life, or just because it's like so blah to me, because it's just such a, I don't want to say generic meal, but it's just like, it's spaghetti meatballs. Like, there's nothing different about it. So I did eat it one the other day with turkey meatballs, and that hit the spot. But that taco spaghetti is absolutely my favorite. I think because it's just such a different flavor. Because you cook the ground beef in taco seasoning. You add a can of Rotel diced tomatoes. The pasta actually cooks at the same time as the meal. So it's one of those like one pot meals. You just have to ground the ground beef first to make sure it's fully cooked. And then once it's fully cooked, you add all the other ingredients. So when you add the water and the Rotel tomatoes, and you know, that has a lot of liquid in it as well. You literally put the spaghetti in. So that's what I love about it too. It's a one pot meal. And I feel like it has so much flavor because the spaghetti cooks in that Rotel tomato, in that ground beef. You get a lot of good spices, and then you add some cheese and it melts all together. So good. I'm going to be making that soon. I have a 2-pound package of ground beef in my fridge. I feel like ground beef just goes a really long way. Like 1 pound can make a lot of meals. Because it's just me and my boyfriend, I've actually made that taco spaghetti with just half a pound, and it's perfect. It's enough for 2 servings, no leftovers. So if I don't want to deal with leftovers, because sometimes they sit in the fridge forever, because a lot of meals I feel like feeds 4 for a family, and it's just me and him. So it's worked out because he does bring it for lunch because he is working. But lately, my mom's been giving me free sandwiches that my dad gets from one of the places he delivers bread to give him for lunch. So the leftovers have kind of just been piling up in the fridge. Like the other day, I made Mexican meatloaf. So that was good. But still, the taco spaghetti is still my favorite. Literally just make the ground beef like you would. You make the meatloaf like you would a regular one. But instead of breadcrumbs, you use tortilla chips, crushed tortilla chips, and then you add pepper jack cheese into the mixture, and you add obviously taco seasoning and taco sauce, and then you put it in the square pan. You cook it in the oven, and it was really good. I did it with a side of green beans and mashed potatoes, but my favorite is still that taco spaghetti. So quick, so easy. It's done in 15 minutes. It's all in one pot. And the ground beef goes a long way. Where like the meatloaf, you know, you have to use a full 2-pound package, you know. Actually no, because it was just me and him, I did half the recipe. I did a 1 pound. And then my third favorite, because I did say there was 3, it's the honey garlic chicken, the taco spaghetti, and my third favorite, it's a little bit more work, but so good, is taco stuffed shells. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because like I've had Italian stuffed shells so much. Don't get me wrong, I love it. When I go to Olive Garden, I get it, but it's not something I'm gonna make in my home because it's just not blah. Like, it's good. I don't know how to explain it, but the taco stuffed shells to me are even better. I don't know. Maybe I just love taco seasoning. I don't know what it is, but you literally cook the ground beef in taco seasoning. You add half a jar of salsa, so that meat just has so much flavor, and it's so easy. You don't have to chop up a million onions and peppers and all that, because it's kind of all in the salsa. You can use like a more name brand salsa, you know, because that flavor is going to be there. Honestly, I've been using cheap salsa. By the time you do the ground beef and the taco seasoning, and you add cream cheese, so it gets all nice and creamy and delicious. And then you have to boil obviously the pasta shells on the side, and then you just stuff each one and put it in the oven. And 1 pound of ground beef, as when you add everything to it, and can fill up to 24 shells. And me and my boyfriend always have leftovers. I've given it to his mom and his stepdad, and they love it. I've packed it up for my lunch, for his lunch. I love it even more the next day, because there are some leftovers, like I want it once and then I'm done. That one and the taco spaghetti, I can eat over and over and over again. I do love honey garlic chicken. I haven't actually made that one in a while. I do have the honey and the soy sauce that I need for it now. So that'll probably come up soon. My boyfriend loves that meal. But I think the taco spaghetti and the taco stuffed shells are definitely my top 2. And I also... Oh, there was one other one that isn't coming to me right now. This is going to bother me. Oh, and then for like a Portuguese staple, because I am Portuguese, chicken Mozambique or shrimp Mozambique. I've actually, now that I'm home more and have some time, I've been wanting to do a twist on the recipe. I've never made it alone yet. I've made it with my mom at the house, with her giving me like step by step. So I might need to call her from some help. But I've been thinking about making chicken Mozambique the like original way, but instead of just eating chicken with rice and French fries or whatever, because that's what they usually serve with it. Because us Portuguese people don't do veggies too often. We like carbs on carbs. But I was thinking about putting it in an egg roll, because I have wonton wrappers, not wonton, but egg wrappers. I don't know what. Anyway, you know what I mean. I've been debating on doing something like that, or and then having some leftovers and making like a chicken Mozambique wrap. I've just been like in a chicken Mozambique mood, but not that. I don't want the rice and French fries. I don't want like the traditional meal. I just want something different. I've just been in a different mood. Hence why I tried that Korean beef stir fry. And then one of my go-tos is chicken stir fry. It's just easy. Use the veggies you already have in the fridge, and you make white rice. You cook up the chicken. I've done different sauces. I have right now a actual stir fry sauce I want to try. It's new in my cabinet. I've done Kikkoman chicken stir fry sauce. I've gotten big bags from Bird's Eye. It's specifically meant for chicken stir fries. I've seen them at Walmart. I'm sure they have it at other stores. They have different blends that come with different types of veggies. I love the one that comes with like the little baby corns. And it has a packet in there frozen with the veggies. So when you make it, use the packet that's in there. I've done different things. Chicken stir fry is easy because you can do it so many different ways. Let's see. Have you organized any part of your house? So I have. I deep cleaned my entire bedroom. Right now there is a pile behind me. I'll explain that in a second. But I went through like all my jewelry. I have it all nice and set up on my dresser. I cleaned off my desk. My vanity was cleaned off until that pile appeared. But I've also done under the bathroom sink. I've done under the kitchen sink. My next project for tomorrow, that's why that pile is there, is my walk-in closet. If you guys saw my last video, I did worst product I ever bought from Amazon. It was a product I had bought to try to organize my clothes that ended up being a big fail. When I had posted that video, I had the plan to buy a wardrobe from IKEA that was highly recommended by 2 people. Now, if IKEA was open, I probably would have already bought it, and all my clothes would be away, because honestly, all that clothes is giving me anxiety. I don't like seeing piles of clothes. You should see my walk-in closet right now. It is a mess, baskets of clothes everywhere, because I have no place to put away my clothes right now, because I dismembered that shitty ass product from Amazon. But I had watched a YouTube video. It was Mr. Kate. I wish I remember what video, because I would reference it right now. I know it was like a very, 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 very tiny bedroom. And the girl's name, even she went by Tiny. She was, I don't want to get this wrong. Guatemalan, that's what it was. So I think she had a name that was a little harder to pronounce. So she used to go by Tiny because she was very short. She still goes by Tiny. Very short and very thin. And she wanted her room to be more organized and more functional because she was starting a YouTube channel and she had 30 subscribers. Now, this video was from 9 months ago when it showed up on my feed. I don't know, because I look up a lot of small room YouTube videos, because the rooms here are small. So I've been trying the best way to organize them. So, and since then, now she has 40,000 subscribers because Mr. Kate gave her a shout out. She said she grew 20,000 in one night. That is crazy. I love Mr. Kate for that. For someone who started from nothing and now has 4 million and helps out so many people. Amazing. If you guys have not watched her, she does a lot of interior design. She has an amazing personality. Totally worth the watch if you're into those kind of videos. But anyway, and she had a very decent closet, but there was no organization. There was literally just one pole and a shelf. And she had a really big hat collection. So Mr. Kate had gone to Lowe's and bought, so it was by Rubbermaid, and it was a whole entire closet system that you don't have to cut anything. Everything's all like pre-cut and pre-drilled, and it's all customizable because all the racks have tons of different holes, so you can put the shelves wherever you need them, and it made her closet look so organized. And then I thought to myself, why am I waiting for IKEA to open? As much as I love that wardrobe, and I still might get it in the future, if I have the room for it, we'll see. But I think that system might work even better for me because I have the room and it extends from 4 to 8 feet. So instead of shove everything in a little wardrobe with closed doors, I can do something cute and display. I have tons of cute little baskets. Like I have one basket right now that has all my scarves and beanies and gloves. I have another basket that has all my PJs because I'm not a big like hang person, especially for those kind of things. Like I have my dresses and fancy stuff hung, but all that I had in baskets. So instead of now, everything has to kind of be hung and shoved in. I can have it all cutely displayed. There's going to be tons of shelves. I can put a basket on each shelf. I think it's going to work out better for me in the end. So I'm actually really glad I saw that video. So I can ship it to the house for free, but I am going to wait a while. Shipping has been taking longer with everything happening. So I think I'm going to drive to Lowe's tomorrow. I will be very careful. I will be wearing my gloves and my mask. I know some people don't consider this essential, but I have a friend who literally works at Lowe's, and she said it's been crazy in there. She said the paint aisle has been the craziest because people are going in because they want to do new projects around their home. Now, I don't judge anyone. I've lost people to this. So I'm not trying to say like I'm saying that because I don't want to prove a point that it has affected me. I am definitely practicing social distancing. I am home alone all day. I miss so many people. But I feel like this is essential for me. And I feel like you can't judge what's essential to other people. Now, if you're going out and playing a football game or something and there's like 20 people around you and you're tackling each other, that's a little different. But if you need to do something to organize your home or make your home look better and it betters you and your mental health, to me, that's important. So I had a friend who's pregnant right now and she wants to paint her room because she wants to start on the nursery, and she feels like she's being so judged because if she feels like she'll be judged if she goes to pick up the paint at Home Depot. And, it's awful. Like, you shouldn't feel like that. Like, I understand she has to protect herself. She has to protect her baby. But, it's the same thing as going to a grocery store. As long as you're wearing your gloves, you're wearing your mask, you're disposing of everything properly. You come home, you wash your hands. I've even been Cloroxing the things that I'm bringing into the house. Like, that nursery has to get done. That baby's coming whether it's quarantine or not. So, that's just her situation. Of course, mine, I could wait, but I was going to wait for IKEA, and I've been waiting for weeks, and the piles have just been growing and growing, and honestly, it is affecting me. When I do need to grab clothes, I'm searching through boxes. I have to dig all the way to the bottom, and I don't have to justify myself anyway, but tomorrow, I'm planning on picking up that system. My boyfriend took the day off because he had a vacation day that was going to expire at the end of the month, because I'm sure it's going to be heavy, and he's going to help me install it. And that is my biggest project, and I'm so glad I'm going to finally get that done. So what else? I forgot, what question was that? Was that, have you organized any part of your house? I think it was. Now, the next one is, what is something that's been on your to-do list that you're getting done? It's the same thing. I've been cleaning, organizing, and that walk-in is the biggest thing on my to-do list. It just obsessed me because I work so hard in this room. It literally took me 8 hours to deep clean this room. Like, when I said I went through my jewelry, I really meant it. I really went through my jewelry. I have like bags to give away to friends. I went through all my paperwork. I have a bag filled with paper to shred when I'm allowed to go back to my mom's because the shredder's there. I haven't bought one for this house yet. I literally went through everything. It took me 8 hours because I went through my dresser. I went through my desk. I went through my vanity. I went through under the bed, remade the bed, washed sheets. Like I went through every little thing. Like I said, went through jewelry. I went through paperwork. I decorated because there was some things that hadn't been put up yet, like pictures on the walls and shelves and things like that. Like I said, it took me a solid 8 hours. So the fact that it's being screwed up by a pile of clothes really bothers me. So I can't wait to get that walk-in done. So let's see, board games or puzzles? I'm more of a board game person, but I feel like board games are funner in a bigger group. Like just me and my boyfriend, I don't feel like it's going to be as fun. And the truth is, I'm alone most of the day. So I've been doing more puzzles than anything else because that's an activity you can do by yourself. Because my boyfriend doesn't get home till 5:30 most nights. We're eating dinner, washing up, and then it's usually just like, for him, he wants to rest. He's working hard. So it's usually just TV or a movie and then going to bed. So I love board games more, but I have been doing more puzzles because I am on my own. I feel like if I had kids or roommates or anything like that, it would definitely probably be more board games. I have a whole ottoman in my living room filled with board games. Favorite quarantine snack? I've been eating a lot of Reese's, which isn't the greatest for me, but I had bought a big bag the day before Easter. I just finished that bag, but I've had it for almost 2 weeks. So see, I did pretty good. I was eating like, 1 or 2 Reese's a day, basically. And I've been eating a lot of salt and vinegar chips, which are my favorite, and I like the white cheddar, like simply natural cheese puffs. I think that's it. Chocolate chip cookies, Oreos. but nothing crazy. Oreos, I eat like 2 at a time. My boyfriend eats like the whole package. Chips Ahoy I can get a little crazy with, but so it's definitely not something I eat every day. What else? Favorite inside activity? Honestly, cooking. I've been doing a lot of cooking. I've been enjoying it, learning new recipes. It's been good. And just the normal, you know, Netflix. I've been reading some books, doing YouTube videos. I've been researching how to do certain things on YouTube, so that's been pretty cool. I got a new cat, so I've been playing with the new cat. So, you know, nothing crazy. I feel like what everybody else is doing. Item that has been the easiest to find at the store. I haven't had any issues with finding milk. Item that's been the most difficult to find at the store. So there's like, I researched these 15 questions and I watched a few YouTube videos on them. And sometimes, so one of them doesn't specify. It just says, item that has been the most difficult to find in the store, blank. And then the next one says, item has been most difficult to find in the store other than toilet paper and cleaning products. So obviously toilet paper and cleaning products have been hard to find. I've scored actually a lot at Dollar Tree. That's why I say all the time, like, it is definitely worth going to Dollar Tree. I think people don't think about Dollar Tree. You can find essential items there. I was even able to find some Lysol and definitely some toilet paper and some paper towels. Other than toilet paper and cleaning products, I want to say eggs, but they haven't been horrible to find. I used to get them at Dollar Tree, and I have not found them at Dollar Tree since this started. Like, right before quarantine started, like, right at the beginning of quarantine, I was still seeing eggs there. Now I don't see eggs there at all. But if I go to a bigger grocery store, like I've never seen them out, but I have seen them running super low. Like, to the point where I only have really one option or one brand or one size, but I'm still getting them. So it's not terrible to find at the store, but I guess that's probably the best thing I can think of to most difficult thing to find at the store if you're not including cleaning products and toilet paper. Pajamas all day or getting dressed. For the most part, I've just been wearing pajamas all day. Just a t-shirt, and I have cheetah pajama pants on right now. There are times where I am getting dressed. Like I said, depends on my productivity level, basically. And how are you doing? I've been saying my mental health's not the greatest. I've had more good days than bad, to be honest, though. Yesterday was really tough because I found out the rest of the school year is canceled. So I will not be going back to work till at least September. So that really scares me because that was kind of the light at the end of the tunnel for me. But the only reason it scares me is because the issues I've been having with unemployment. If I wasn't having any issues with unemployment, I feel like I'd be okay. Like, yeah, it's a scary time. Yeah, I'm alone. Yes, I miss people. But at least I know my essentials are being taken care of. At least I know that I'm paying my bills. But with my unemployment not going through and just staying on hold for so long, you know, I've officially been out of work for a month. Like a month and 2 days or something like that. And I have not received 1 penny. Not 1 penny from unemployment. So the money I have in my bank account is eventually going to run out. And that causes a lot of anxiety. You know, so at least, thank God, my school loans are canceled. That is one of my most expensive bills. I got an email from my car insurance the other day that they are deducting 20% off my bill for the month of May, the month of June, and the month of July. So I know these companies are trying to work with us, and I truly appreciate that. I feel like they're doing a better job than unemployment. Like, I don't want to complain. I know so many people are applying. I 100% totally understand that. My issue is I've been on hold since before COVID. I've been on hold since the month of December. I am able to apply for unemployment every time there's a school vacation, because I work at a school. So my claim started the last week of December for Christmas break because I started this job in October. So then I claimed the week in January for New Year's. Then I claimed the week in February for winter vacation. And my account has been on hold this entire time. It's been on hold for 3 to 4 months. I called right before COVID. I called in February, and all they told me was, oh, someone's going to look into your file. We'll get back to you. If they had looked into my file when I called them, I wouldn't still be on hold. That's what bothers me, because I contacted them long before COVID. And now since COVID, I've been so long out of work and not receiving a penny. And then they called me again 3 weeks ago and said the same exact thing. Someone's going to look into your account. And I explained to them, you know, I was even like, I don't even care about that week in December anymore, that week in February. If you have to deny me those weeks just to approve me these weeks in March and April, I'll take it. I said, you know, as much as I would rather have those weeks, because not having paid for, it was 2 weeks this year for Christmas, not just one, it was 2. And then the week in February, it put me a little behind on bills, but I can manage. But I can't manage a month not being paid. And the woman was like, oh, I understand. You know, we're trying our best. I was extremely friendly. I was extremely kind because I know they're going through a lot. She promised they would call me back in a week or 2 with an answer. And tomorrow makes 3 weeks and I haven't heard a word. So when they do call me, I feel like I'm not going to be as nice next time because it's not something that's been on hold for a month. This has been on hold way longer than a month. Way longer. So they've had plenty of time to look into my account long before COVID started. So I'm really annoyed, you know, and I try not to be a complainer. I try to always look at the positive side of things. When she called me almost 3 weeks ago, I was like, okay, I know someone's looking into my account. I know I'm not just a file on someone's desk. And then they went 3 weeks without calling me when they promised it would be a week or 2. So now I just feel like I'm played with, to be honest with you. And this isn't a time to play with people and play with their money because what's happening is out of my control. I would much rather be at work right now than been sitting at home by myself, unpaid, doing nothing. Anyway, that was my rant. So yes, I'm not in the greatest spirits, but I'm okay. You know, I'm safe. I'm home. I'm healthy. My family is home, safe, healthy. Well, there are some essential workers in my family. I've mentioned that to you guys, but for so far, everyone in my family has been okay. Thank God for that. That's the most important thing. But, you know, I just pray that anyone who needs the help right now is receiving it. And there's not much I can do because the phone lines are down. So I basically just have to wait for them to call me. So it just makes you feel a little helpless. But I just keep chugging along day by day. And I just got to wait and see what happens. All right, guys, be safe.